It's true. Thurs really did think that Kushil had died. Kushil is dead now, by the way. He died winning a battle for the misguided nobles of Clan Chucklefucks. So Earl Karth died, attempting to strengthen, the clan ring. But the Elmol quest, that is the furthest anyone has ever gotten in an attempt to do a hero quest. And you people said Ionis Lara was talking out of her ass when she said that the chances of completing a hero quest were good. That's the furthest any of these little shits have gotten in a hero quest. And the stars were right. Everyone was like, no, -6 magic, you can't do it, it's not gonna happen. We gotta kill Earl Karth. We gotta kill him for realsies, the Northwest wasn't strong enough. And so we pissed away another hero quest. Clan Chucklefucks is now 0 for 6 on hero quests. Not only did you guys make it further in a hero quest than it's ever been done before, you guys weren't even the ones who were making the decisions. That's the best part. We took Earl Karth into a quest that wasn't even designed for him because he worshipped Lankar Mai and not Elmol, and he nearly made it to the end. Good times. Anyway, 35 babies were born. We initiated 20 children as adults. There will be co-commentary from my glass of milk and air conditioner. The clan has 10 more people, 60 more head of cattle, 12 more horses, and 31 fewer sheep than we did at last Sacred Time. We produced more food than what we ate. Our clan crafters produced many cows worth of goods. Moving on, our God Talkers say that the omens indicate a typical harvest. They add that our crafters will have good luck this year. Now, there's not enough magic for everyone to get a piece, because we had to go from -9 to 4. As such, the entire clan ring will have to vote on how they want to spend their magic. Alright, Clan Ring. Let's try this in a different way. Clan Ring, what are your plans for this year? You don't have that much magic that you can place into shit on Sacred Time. You only have 10 turns in a season. 2 of those turns will be during Sea Season, the planting season. Another 2 will be during Earth Season, which is the harvest season. Another 2 will be during Dark Season, where it's very hard to go out and do shit. So you guys need to get together and come to some sort of consensus among yourselves of what your goals will be. "700 cattle is not as many as the clan had at the start, but considering how low this clan dipped, 668 is a lot of fucking cows compared to where this clan used to be. There was a time where many cows were sacrificed liberally in an attempt to appease Yuroks, so that a chaos beast could be slain. The reputation actually used to be higher. It was higher last year. It actually dropped a point. I remember being at this hash mark. Not hash mark, just a notch. So it did go down a little bit. I imagine all of the ridicule from the fucking trickster that came by earlier didn't help. More allies means fewer people you have to worry about raiding you. Perhaps the luck with the quests would have broken there if someone had actually been sent who was fitted for the Elmal hero quest. Oralkarnth was a worshipper of Lankermai, of course. He was not a worshipper of that god. Anyway, Orko, to answer your question, this clan was voted to be a balanced clan at its inception by Clan Chucklefux, and so far it has, in theory, remained a balanced clan. Oh, for fuck's sakes, we're going with this. Darndrev died of old age. He seemed surprised to have lasted this long. Speaking of lasting a long time, Castald. Huh? 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 The clan mood is grim, the farmers are uncertain, and the weapon thanes feel resolved. 425 children? You're instead could act as a... Where was that? Hey! Good job, nobles! Let's review our nobles. We have lots of nice people. Marlesta there. Urinstand. We've got Karash over there. A new Karash. Yeah. Alright. Custom people? Jonathan is still the best, as he has been since the beginning. Oralkarnth used to be pretty high up on that list too, but obviously he's dead now. The best leadership is still the very ancient Timurtane, who is 71 and still alive. Cause fuck all of you bitches, that's why. Indal has improved in some of his custom. Also, I just want to keep in mind, clan, if you guys reorganize, that means someone is getting voted off the island. I'm not letting you swap people. Not happening. This is me smiling right now. Ty is going to leave. It's way past bedtime. In that case, Jostharl is the actual... He's renowned with animals. So losing Jostharl will leave us with an animal deficiency. But such is life. Of course, Jostharl's still not as good as Renatha herself, but, you know. Can't have everything. So since he's leaving, does that mean we can change our avatars for free? Ah, well, I tell you what. Larian will have to keep Indal, but other than that, I will allow everyone a free swap. Come here, Indal. We're going to erase everyone. You red-headed son of a bitch, you can go back there. And since I rolled from top to bottom, I tell you what we'll do. We'll determine the replacement for a tie after everyone else chooses theirs. We'll start with the bottom of the list. I, like Scrabble, would like to be Karash, apparently. So there you go. Spectro, who would you like to be? We've got animals experts here. We've got Renatha. We've got Jostharl, we've got Hingal. Bargaining-wise, we've got Iron Sanda or Carla and Eunice Lara. Combat-wise, we've got Oranda and Jostharl and Iron Sanda again. Custom-wise, we have the Epic Jodison. We've got Aaron Sanda. Leadership-wise, well, we've got the Ancient Timurtane, but Indal has sort of been penciled into a leadership role anyway. Magic-wise, we have some familiar faces in the Ancient Kestald at 64. And plants-wise, we have Marlesta there. Spectro wants to be Renatha, so Renatha it is. Alright. Karash takes over in a custom role, actually. Spectrobrian, actually, let me move that. There we go. Spectrobrian is Renatha, who does animals. Cloak wants to be the trickster. Urine Stand Trickster, who does plants too, I guess. Alright, Sky Carson, your pick is next. Sky Carson wants to be Oranda, who does combat. Overlord Darkwolf, who would you like to be? Oranda is not a dupe god. She worships Odalia. There is no worshipper of Odalia currently on the board. What's not left? Well, let's see here. You've got Jostharl, who worships Barntar. Hingal, who also worships Barntar. Bargaining-wise, you have Orkarla, who worships Chalana Roy. You've got Eonis Lara, who worships Geralda. You've got, you can't have Jodison anymore, because, Karash here worships Lankar Mai. So the very venerable Jodison, who's only 40 and has excellent custom, has been booted off the island. Magic-wise, you don't want Gestald. And Ernolda's already been taken now. Alex Scrabble's gonna live forever. Let the dice decide? Make your own fucking roll, then. It's your goddamn pick. Overlord Darkwolf says Leica. Can't be Leica. That would be a repeat god, Overlord Darkwolf. So you have Orkarla and Eonis Lara, who are both on the clan ring. Aaron Sanda also can't be back on the clan ring either, because of the fact that Renatha's on there now. Combat-wise, Jostharl is still open. Say, Overlord Dark Wolf says Hingal, so that's who he'll be, Hingal. Hingal, who does animals. Along with Renatha, who also does animals. And plants. Okay! Larian, of course, will keep the position as Indal, the leader. Now it's up for us to determine who will be the replacement. And for that, I might need to clear the chat list. That'll be fine. Hey! For great justice! You still around? You want to be on the clan ring again? XSI, the list is based upon people who are actually active in the chat and who've actually written something. I'm not choosing from a viewer bank of lurkers. Defosh! You still around? I'll give you until 30 seconds. I'm not resetting the chat. I don't feel like it. See, Defosh is still around. Fuck you, Boz. What do you know? I'll take your shit. You telling me what to do? Hey! Rump! Alright! Rumple Bob will be taking the final spot on the clan ring for now. In that case, Rumple Bob, who would you like to be? You've seen the options. There is no bargaining expert on the clan ring, of course. There's Orcarla. There's Ionis Lara. There's also no magic expert. And Ionis Lara actually covers both of those fields with excellent magic and only good bargaining, I guess. Alright. Ionis Lara makes it back onto the clan ring. Magic. So... we've got a plants guy, we've got an animals guy, we have a person who does both animals and plants. They just reorganized the young people? Not necessarily. I must say that picking Karash here seems to be a very unwise decision from I Like Scrabble, considering how Jodison is only 40 and he's excellent at custom. But, maybe I Like Scrabble is very sensitive after what happened yesterday. Alright, this is what the clan ring has chosen to do. This is what we're doing. Never dying again. Are you sure I Like Scrabble? Hjorl, a man who moves with the confidence of an experienced warrior, applies for refuge in your clan. He is a proud warrior and doesn't like to be being reduced to begging for help, but he has little wish to be abandoned in the hills. We've actually seen this event before in the Clan Chucklefucks game. He was outlawed either for a killing which may have been justified or not, or interacted adultery. Gorl Dangar, who slew many of our ancient enemies during King Hjord's travails, was outlawed not once but twice. It's all well and good to prevent him from turning bandit, but we're feeding enough warriors as it is. Keep in mind we do have 21 weapon veins. Send him to the Hill Havens, and use him against them. The Carls will worry that he'll kill one of them or seduce someone's wife. This is an opportunity to display our generosity. Everyone deserves a second chance. Jodison also has an awesome beard. How can that be taken from the clan ring? I know, Malikan, I know. Alright. Spectrobian says 2. Overlord Darkwolf says 3. I Like Scrabble says 2. Larian says 2. Sky Carson says 1. Cloak says 2. Rumplebob says 1. So it was foretold that we're going to be giving him hospitality for the night, but sending him on his way. Yoel gave gruff thanks for your hospitality, but did not speak with anyone or acknowledge questions before he left. Now we're on the second turn of sea season. It is still planting season. A review of the situation. We need 395 farmers to tend to our crops and herds, but have only 371. Luckily, we have enough cleared land that we should still be able to feed everyone. We have 370 healthy farmers, and 22 of our, we don't have enough oxen either. We need 44 herders in addition to the 394 farmers. So you're looking somewhere around, what, 434 total farmers? And we have 371 currently active? We're missing a few. It's a shame you can't ask for childless farmers, right? Trade for farmers? Alright, looks like we're going with farmers. I'll go ahead and take care of this. Land only, we don't have resources. Boo! Boo! Now we're currently in the first turn of fire season. Keep in mind that no magic was put into war. As such, you may actually wish to not raid this season. Cloak says trade mission. You did put a point of magic into trading. Can you expand a temple? You don't have enough worshippers! There are no new worshippers that have come in. Nothing has changed. They don't arrive immediately. Well, as we can't really support any more trading partners right now, though we could if we enlarged our Asari's temple. Which we can't do without, reducing a current temple already in existence. Or getting more people. Guess I'll show you when I mouse over it. Not enough worshippers to support improvements. The clan is not starving. There is enough food to survive until Earth season. Larian likes the idea of trying to get treasure for horsies. It's not exactly how that works. so we're gonna go on some kind of trade mission. We're sending an emissary. Sell horses, buy treasure, maybe. Aaron Sonda would be the leader. You could try the Apple Clan, I guess. Or something like that. Well, actually, the moment you try to buy a treasure, all the other boxes are unchecked. If you're trying to buy a treasure, you're at the whims of whatever the person wants to sell it for. Just want to let you know that. Alright, you can do the horses for cattle run again. You've done that once before. You could also try to do horses for goods, too. And while you're at it, horses for food. Yay! Horses for everything! Our work here is done. We were able to attract 34 new Carls to the clan. They brought with them 41 children. Our outer patrol spotted a cattle raid by the Brown Boars. They have 10 horses and 29 swordsmen. The outer patrol managed to summon 10 weapon thanes and 28 of the feared. Keep in mind that this is your home terrain, so it's easier for you to maneuver here. And you are facing... You're slightly outnumbered. Looks like, Clan Ring here is voting to drive and maneuver here. Alright. Drive them off and maneuver. Although the Brown Boars tried to retreat, we cut them off. Well, I'm glad we cut them off and lost. Woohoo! 1 weapon thane killed. 4 of our precious farmers killed. 8 cows and 5 horses were taken by the Brown Boars. Devotees of the cult of Yunkin, the god of Elixirs, have an offer to make to you. We have noticed that the woods around your Tula are infested with many types of rodents, including a type which is very susceptible to spirits of disease. If you want to give us something in return, we can perform a ritual, which will improve the hunting abilities of your lynxes. They will kill these forest-dwelling rats, freeing you from the risk of disease. We were familiar with Yinkin a little bit, for Yinkin actually bit the neck of one of our hero questers. Although he is a cat, Yinkin is Orlon's brother and son of the mountain goddess Kero Finn. This trait is no different than any other. The fewer fighters fall prey to disease, the better chance we'll have prevailing during raids. Lynxes are disloyal. Your Maul was a better companion to Orlon than Yinkin ever was. The forest is full of rats, and the dirty creatures are infested by disease spirits. We have some fine kittens to trade. Which the Yinkin people will greatly esteem. Their magic will last for many seasons. The fewer fighters fall prey to disease, the better chance. Renatha, by the way, is our renowned animals expert. She's also very good at plants. So, of course, Renatha's after 2, offering them a lynx kittens. Because we have some fine kittens to trade. Let's see here. Like Scrabble said 5. Overlord Darkwolf says 3. Cloak says 3. Larian says 5. Spectro says 3. Uncle Bob says 3. Dick Carson says 3. Club changes to 2. Sky Carson changes to 2. Spectro changes to 2. Alright, looks like we're going with 2 then. They were honored and inspected the kittens carefully. The leader's brow furrowed and sadness washed over his face. I'm very sorry, he said, but these are descendants of Black Havoc. You'd be best to simply let them loose outside your Tula. Yimkin would not honor such a gift. So we'll just offer them goods or livestock. 10 cows. I'll go ahead and say yes. We have 102 goods. They gathered our lynxes together in a stead. It was remarkable to see these willful creatures following the Yinkin cultists as if they had become sheep. We heard wails and howls coming from the stead, and could not tell which were made by people and which by cats. Finally, the Yinkin people emerged and said that the ritual was a success. Yay! The first Karash, who was a worshipper of Asaris, he did die on an exploration mission. This Karash that's on the clan ring is a new Karash. Club wants to send an emissary to the Apple clan. I think to offer them a gift. What do the other members of the clan ring wish to do? A review of the situation. We don't have enough cattle, we have more food. More fields or pastures would make it harder for our enemies to sneak up on us. We don't have enough oxen to plow our fields. We need 60. We do have enough farmers now. Hooray! We have 18 weapon thanes. 463 children. Too many kids. Alright, we're sending an emissary then. The Eagles, Lois, and Hold Esteem, they can get fucked. So apparently we're going to give gifts. Well, how many gifts are we giving to the Apple clan? We're gonna propose an alliance? Okay. You cannot gift children. Larry thinks it's too early to propose an alliance. Bob says buy them with horses. Horses are worth more than goods and cows. I wouldn't say they're worth more than cows. This is still a clan. Well, I like Scrabble. I don't think they're worth that. Now, if some dumb little shit AI thinks they're worth that. I need some semblance of unity or some sort of cohesive answer for the clan ring or we ain't going anywhere. If you guys need to talk about it in the fucking internal chat thing that Gaynor linked to and recommended on Friday, which is mentioned in the notepad, then you can go there. I'll fucking crack my knuckles, I'll do exercises, yeah, we'll be here all day. You know what? Then go take a fucking nap and do homework, Fluffy Woofy. You're contributing nothing. Patience meter has reached 0. So 30 goods and 5 horses. Larian says. Guy Carson says. 30 goods, 10 horses? Nope. You're not contributing anything either. Alright. We'll send some guards along for the ride. Something like that. Our caravan is back from the apples. We traded 16 horses for 20 cattle, 38 bushels of food, and 20 cows worth of goods. Orcarla's mission to the apples is stopped by a group of coarse-looking outlaws. Her escort is slightly outnumbered. What should Orcarla do? Bargain with them for passage. Kill as many outlaws as possible. Protect the gifts. Save herself and her escort. Orcarla is actually not on the clan ring here, so I wouldn't have... So I guess everyone in the clan ring can vote. Cloak says 1. Overlord Darkwolf says 2. Spectro says 1. Alex Scrabble says 1. Rumple Bob says 1. Larian says 1. Sky Carson says 1. The Outlaw Chief says, we like riches better than blood. Give us trade goods and we will speak of your generosity. Orcarla grudgingly handed over the wealth. Your emissary Orcarla approaches the apples, seeking to negotiate an alliance with them. First, she presents the gifts we sent. The apples give lavish praise to our gifts. They toast Orcarla in the feasting hall many times. Once the gift-giving is over, how does she approach the apples for an alliance? Together we can fight the accursed wood folk. She recommends 2. Together we can overcome our foes. We'll be celebrated by great poets. But there are other options as well. It will be generous of you to help us in a time of need. We are both blessed by the gods, and our alliance will please them further. You need warriors to protect you, and we need food. You will profit greatly from an alliance. Keep in mind that we did have a former ally once upon a time, the Contemplated, who abandoned us after a rather tense situation. But they weren't exactly that good to us anyway. Alex Scrabble says 3, Overlord Darkwolf says 5, Cloak says 2, Larian says 2, Rumple Bob says 2, Turbian says 2. We were laughed at by the Gats, and Sky Carson says 2. Their chief Ascali, declined our offer. Poems and glory are sometimes good and sometimes not, Ascali said. It is a time for caution, and this is why I reject your offer. We're now in planting season. We have 61 horses, 687 cattle, 1,036 sheep, 571 pigs. We're gonna build up a nice food stockpile. It'll be very joyous. We have no healer on the ring. We should assign more farmers to craft production and take advantage of our blessing. That's true. For a sacred time, blessing itself said that crafters would be good this year. On the other hand, we really need those farmers. The foolish man lies awake all night and worries. When morning comes, he's tired out and everything's just as bad as it was. The people are surly, they're not pleased, you don't have anything to add. Regards to hunters, our wildlands can support up to 27 hunters, and we have 36. You can drop that even further if you want. You can keep it as it is, you can add more. They do supply the clan with extra meat, and they also do help skirmishing situations, and they help to patrol the woods for bad juju. Regards to crafters, the normal statement is that we can only trade the output of 20 crafters for a reasonable price. Of course, there was the sacred time blessing that crafters would do a good job this year, and as such, they could be allocated. Cloak says trade more horses for cows. Alex Scrabble says explore Tula. Alright, looks like we're exploring again. Okie dokie. Let's go exploring. The game recommends Aaron Sanda as the best person for explorations. We've struck out the past few times we've tried to explore around Artula. We of course found the amulets, the greenware, and the ivory. We found 2 treasures, but so far nothing much. We've gone to the Quiven Mountains. Found that whole little dragon thing. We went eastward, and then Thedard got captured by Tusk Riders. We went somewhere else, and Karash didn't return. I like Scrabble suggest exploring Apple Land. Like there. Larian says he's okay with that. Rumple Bob says, what about exploring around that big old river? Up here. Do something like there, there, there. Bob says Apple Land might be safer. You can also go to the Sacred Mountain. Suggest someone who's not a part of the clan ring. Apple, that's fine. Alex Scrabble says could be iron up there. This fucking iron dream, man, it continues. You know, Orlanth cursed this entire clan in its second year for, apparently not going to Caro Finn, even though he didn't tell them in the first year that he wanted them to go to Caro Finn. Sometimes the fucking dialogue boxes in this game. Alright. El Malanti, a Thane of the Tanahart clan, comes to ask you to make good on a favor you owe to his people. We ask that you gift us with 10 cows in return for considerations we have given your clan in the past, and in recognition of the goodwill between us. Customarily, the obligation we owe to them is worth 20 cows, so he's actually asking us for less than what we're normally supposed to give. It would be embarrassing for us to refuse them. Their warriors are few and ill-equipped. We should curry the favor of the strong and forget about these weaklings. We can't afford to give away cows right now. We can afford to give him what he wants. There's a customary number of cows one should ask for in a situation like this. It's somewhere between 15 and 25, so give him what he wants. Cloak says 3. I like Scrabble says 3. Larian says 3. Skate Carson says 2. Bob says 3. Spectre says 3. Overlord Dark Wolf, his vote doesn't exactly matter in this situation. We're gonna give him what he wants. Our Carls insisted that we praise El Malanti, for he asked us for fewer cows than custom demanded, and was thus showing his clan's generosity. Hooray! The Tanaharts have only been engaging in some light cattle raiding, which is perfectly fine. The farmers actually feel resolved now. Woohoo! 470 children, boo! Right, we're on the second turn of Earth season. Cattle raiding is not a hostile action. If you cannot protect your cattle, which this clan never does because they always send everything every time they raid, then you don't deserve to have them. Orlanthi law. Cloak wants to trade with the apples. Larian wants to trade with the apples. Rumble Bob wants to feast. Sky Carson wants to feast. Spectro says, yes, we should trade with the apples. Larian says we can feast in the dark season. Our Lord Dark Wolf says, alright, we're gonna be trading with apples. Trading with apples. Trade apples. Sell horses, buy cattle, large caravan, send out this many people. Go. Your explorers returned to report an encounter with very strange foreigners. The foreigners wore odd clothes and spoke in a peculiar way. They were warriors and showed no fear when they met our explorers. They identified themselves as the Black Horse Troop. Instead, they served a hero named Sir Ethelrist. The strangest thing about them, though, was the horses. Examined up close, these weren't horses at all, but grotesque and monstrous beings. Possibly things of chaos. We owe these foreigners nothing. We'd be mad to attack this group and reckless to attack them in Earth season. We'd be better off reaping. We'd be mad to attack this group and reckless to attack them in Earth season. Foreigners will know new jokes. I am tired of the old ones. Especially the one about Yermal and the sheep. He who chases the wolf before it howls feels its bite. We owe these foreigners nothing. We owe these foreigners nothing. Alright. Cloak says 4. Alex Gravel says 1. Or Lord Dark Wolf says 1. Alex Gravel changes the vote to 4. Larian says 1. Rumple Bob says 4. Spectro says 2. Sky Carson says 4. Cloak says, well, my avatar says 1, so 1. Alright. In that case, looks like we got 3 1s and 3 4s. Well, you know what that means. Looks like we're going to warn other clans about them. Few believed our story. Oh, hey! It took them a while. A number of the clan's leading men approached the ring again. Their leader has another list of complaints. With Indal still as chief, Asky says, our reputation has suffered. Our friends, the apples, because we're not friends with those allies anymore because they left us, tell jokes about us as a part of their holy day ceremonies. The brown boars send curses that rot our meat and give our children nightmares. At home, things are no better. Legal cases start up again a week after Indal makes a judgment. Indal is unlucky in battle. It's time we had a new chief. Can't believe we're wasting time listening to this windbag. He certainly seems sincere. We should consider his complaint. It's true, we lost our last battle. We could hold a belching contest and the winner gets to be chief. I hate to say it, but Asky has some good points. Indal was made chief according to the laws of our clan, and Indal was made chief according to the laws of our clan. For everyone who thought that this problem was going to go away permanently, just because you got Olkarth killed? No. Alex Scrabble says 5. Spectrobian says 5. Larian says 5. Overlord Darkwolf says 1. Rumble Bob says 1. Sky Carson says 5. And Klelk didn't exactly say anything. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and ask then. Who put you up to this, ASCII? It's no secret that the ancient Timotane, who is a worshipper of Orlont and had at one point been the clan ringleader, just like Olconth, would make a far better chief than you, Indal. ASCII repeats his complaints. With Indal as chief, this clan is the laughingstock of Dragon Pass. Legal cases start up again a week after Indal makes a judgment. Indal's unlucky in battle. It's time we had a new chief. Timbertane is in his 70s, by the way. I just want to note that. Therian says 4. Cloak says 4. Spectre says 4. Like Scrabble says 3. Rumble Bob says 4. Sky Carson says 4. In case Overlord Darkwolf's vote doesn't exactly matter, but he voted 4. Remind them of their duty to follow chosen leaders. You are forgetting the first law. Did you forget the last time we had this discussion? No one can make you do anything, and we're certainly not going to do anything Indal says. ASCII repeats his complaints. With Indal as chief, this clan is the laughingstock of Dragon Pass. Legal cases start up again a week after Indal makes a judgment. Indal is unlucky battle, so we had a new chief. The clan ring is voting for 1. Indal started explaining his decisions, but after he was drowned out by laughter, then shouted down, he fell silent. ASCII says, Look, we just had this fucking conversation a few years ago. You think we're fucking stupid? No. With Indal as chief, we're on the road to disaster. Just because Olconth died on a hero quest doesn't mean that someone else isn't a better leader. You all are dumb. Look, folks, the problem is systemic from the clan's grim mood. If you do nothing, even if you get Timbertane killed, someone else will be a backer, so long as there's someone else out there who can lead the clan besides Indal, who, to be fair, still only has fair leadership. He's a pretty bad leader, and the only reason he was ever installed into that position is because of the fact that he is the only noble who worships the patron god. If only Clan Chucklefux could somehow make the clan mood better than grim. But they can never make the people happy enough. And, of course, a reminder, if for whatever reason you guys decide to mail it in, this will be the only King of Dragon Pass that gets the only game of King of Dragon Pass that gets played. If Clan Chucklefucks can't handle it, then there will be no more. No more Dragon Pass. The Chucklefucks will not get another chance because they will have been failures. And they will have wasted everyone's time, especially mine. Everyone who has ever been a part of the clan ring is blamed for this, Overlord Darkwolf. The buck stops with you. Alright. The clan ring reaffirmed their support for Indal. ASCII said that the Indal was not the only foolish person in the clan council, as he said several years, then left with his delegation. Orkala's caravan to the apples is attacked by the eagles! Oh, ho, 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 Her forces are slightly outnumbered. What should Orcarla do? Bargain with them for passage, kill as many eagles as possible, protect the trade goods, save herself and her escort. Looks like we're going with 1 here. We traded because the clan ring voted to trade. The Eagle Leader says, "We are peaceful men. Give us 4 horses and we will speak of your generosity." Where Carla had little choice but to comply. Our caravan is back for the apples. We traded 70 horses for 30 cattle. I'm pleased to report that our fortifications are at least as good as those of the apples. Well, that's good, considering how the Chucklefucks have built every fortification they possibly could. We're now in dark season. The clan has over 700 cattle. For the first time in a long time. No, it was 7, I like Scrabble. It said so right on the text. Seeing some large feast and invite neighbors. Rebel Bob says large feast with neighbors. Congratulations then, I like Scrabble. Someone made a mistake. Hooray. Cultist of Yorolda, Mother of Cows, come to you and offer to perform a ritual to honor their goddess. The ritual will make your cows healthier and more fertile. Although they do so to honor Yorolda, it is also clear that they want you to offer something in exchange for their ritual services. We offer them nothing, they will walk away. Give them 15 cows, Hingal says. Yorolda is the bountiful cow mother who brought her 4-legged people in Ronalda's stead. If they truly wish to honor Yorolda, they should do it for nothing, the trickster says. Renatha says the Carls are anxious for us to accept, but because our herds are weak, we must offer something other than cows in exchange. Eunice Lara says they have invited me to assist them. We must be gracious. She worships Yorolda. They are right to expect something in return. Overwhelming support from 5s. We're going to offer them gifts. Alright. What do you give them? Asshat McGee here says 15 cows. None of these other asshats have an opinion, although Renatha said that the herds are weak, so you couldn't offer them. You had to offer them something other than cows. Seeing goods here. See 20 good, 220 goods. Alex Scrabble says 14 goods. Cloak says 25 goods. Spectro says 15 goods. We got a 14, a 15, and 2 20s, so 25. Sky Carson says 5 cows and 10 goods, which sets off Clout's radar. Go cows! Looks like the only thing that had multiple votes was 20 goods. And then Rumplebob says 20 goods. Alright, we're going 20 goods. They thanked us for the gifts, they gathered up our cows, and then walked around them 7 times, whisking them with a holy tale. After performing a lowing dance, they pronounced the ritual complete. They departed to the cheers and good wishes of the Carls. The farmers feel secure now, everyone. And the weapon thanes feel resolved. The clan mood is grim. We're now on the second turn of Dark Season, I think? What does the clan ring wish to do? We need more cattle, we don't have enough cattle. We don't have enough oxen to plow our fields. We have 225 out of 280. We have enough farmers. Orlant's most important virtue is generosity. The more gifts we give out, the more we are like him. And the more the other clans will look to us for leadership. We should give gifts to our neighbors so that they will want to form a tribe with us. Let's call in all the favors we're owed and have a huge feast. We have more enemies than allies. It's true. We do have 2 people we're feuding with, still. The Tanaharts and the Eagles and the Brown Boars all like to poke their heads in. Perhaps we have enough worshippers for a temple upgrade? Not enough worshippers to support improvements. Nice try. Oh, hey! Hey, you actually could build a shrine to the ancestors. You just can't upgrade from a shrine to a temple, but you could build another shrine. Yep. People are going after that. Alright, here we go. Hey! What do you know? All of those warnings and notifications about chaos being strong on our Tula that they've received for several years. It turns out they actually meant something. A gigantic chaos creature appears on the boundaries of your Tula. It eats some sheep and scares away the shepherds. No, thirst, smite chaos is not on. The only blessing the clan ring ever collected from Ururox was Berserker, which improves the odds of winning battles, but with more casualties. Maybe Uroxy warriors will help us this time. It's possible. They might have gotten over their butt hurt. This is in no way my fault. We have many enemies, but our worst enemy is chaos, which Indal has been saying every single turn the moment he got on that clan ring. You go to that fucking magic page and he's like, chaos is strong in our lands. Just so you know, you might want to take care of that. We must send for Uroxy warriors. We can't hope to defeat it alone. This thing is a grave threat to us, but we must not sacrifice more cows than it would eat. The more cows we sacrifice to Urox, the more likely it is he will hear us sacrifice 25 cows at least. The longer we wait, the more harm it will do. Alright, we'll try Uroxy warriors. While we waited... Oh, hey! What do you know? Sass mouthin'! That's right, you had not respected us. Hey, you remember that? Yeah, you killed that first chaos beast. Yeah, you can kill this one too. Absolutely. Maybe you guys need to learn how to take care of yourselves. Mm-hmm. Goddamn right. So we're back to attack now, hope it goes away, sacrifice to your ox for aid against chaos, or seek aid of other clans. Alright, 3s. Okay, you had a suggestion of sacrificing 25 cows at least to your ox. What would the clan ring like to sacrifice to your ox? This is why people stop worshipping these gods, a bit ironic. Cloak says 25 goods. Overlord Dark Wolf is willing to go overboard on this. Cloak is saying, not cows, please. Well, the reason how we got down into the sub 500 cow count anyway was because this thing survived not once, not twice, but it got into a third battle before it was killed with 2 weapon thanes, after the clan ring was willing to give up. I'm just saying, this Chaos Beast can wipe the entire floor with every single weapon thane and survive. Of course, Leonis Laura says, sacrifice 25 cows at least. This thing is a grave threat to us, but we must not sacrifice more cows than it would eat. Shit like that. We're seeing some crazy numbers. We're gonna have to wait for the clan ring to come to some sort of consensus. Of course, it's worth noting that even with a successful sacrifice, even if your ox gives you his blessing, you still might not win. Which is what happened the last time this Chaos Beast came around. It took 3 times before he died. And all 3 times your ox gave his blessing, the Urazi warriors never showed. So you guys might have to prepare for the realization that you might have to sacrifice even more shit to your ox. Looks like after Sky Carson threw up a poll, the clan sort of rallied together around a 15 cows, 25 goods settlement. While we prepare the sacrifices, the chaos creature ate some of our cows. Your ox would aid us in this battle? Okay. Now, do you want to attack now, hope it goes away, or seek the aid of other clans? With the realization that if you seek the aid of other clans, the Chaos Beast will eat something else, which might include children. Because I remember that was something the Chaos Beast ate the first time it came around, and I was like, yes! Thank you, Chaos! You ate the kids! But the clan ring voted for 1, so we're going with 1. We slew the creature! It decomposed over a matter of days, and we had to keep everyone inside their steads. Where it died, nothing would grow. I'll be damned, clan ring! I'll be damned! We have too many hunters for the Shut up, Renatha. We don't have time for your sass. We didn't even lose that many farmers either. And the farmers still feel secure. No weapon things were killed. Looks like we're sacrificing the Uroks now. We can spare that. 44 goods, sure. I'll go ahead and just handle this. 14 goods. Uroks revealed the workings of the Smite Chaos Ritual! How about that, Chucklefucks? Harsaltar, trader of the Brown Boar clan. Brown Boar clan is clearly more interested in profit than vengeance, and comes to engage in routine trading despite the feud between your clans. As he is concluding his business, he issues a warning. You best be aware of our killer, who trades on behalf of her mule deer clan. She's a cheat and worse. She seduces young men even though she is married. Send me to the mule deer Tula, I will determine the veracity of these rumors, says our very stupid clan chief. Both Arkilla and Harsatar are honest traders so far as I know. We are stronger than Arkilla's clan and need not fear their wrath. Each clan sanctions its traders to do business on behalf of the clan ring. Each trader serves as an emissary for his clan. There is nothing to be gained by getting entangled in a dispute between traders. This is all going to end badly, and this is none of our business, says Karash, who is the customs expert. Or rather, the custom expert instead of the customs expert. He doesn't handle import and export. I Like Scrabble says 5. Cloud says 1. Overlord Dark Wolf says 1. Larian says 1. Spectro says 1. Sky Carson says 1. Bob is back. The people were glad the ring refused to get caught up in gossip outside the clan, though our traders reported that the Brown Boar clan was now even more hostile towards us than before. Well, shit, everyone. They've gone from feud to super feud. Do you guys want to switch from the Berserker Blessing, which increases the chance of victory with more death and wounds on both sides, to the Smite Chaos Blessing, which improves our chances of fighting against chaos? Alright. Well, in that case, you're on the second turn of Storm Season. The world is your oyster, I guess you could say. What is it that the clan ring would wish to do before sacred time? Situation looks good. In regards to the whole farming aspect, of course you can change your crops planted and your land allocation. You don't have enough oxen, but you do have enough farmers. Taking a look at this section, the wildlands can support up to 29 hunters, so you have 7 excess. Crafters-wise, if you were going to add more of those, you should have done that sooner. We can only trade the output of 20 crafters for a reasonable price. If we want more crafters, we should put a devotee of Asaris in the clan ring so we can support more trading partners. You can't upgrade the Asari's shrine to a temple because there's not enough worshippers to support improvements. You obviously can't go on a hero quest. You didn't put any points of magic into it. You went on one last year. It'd be really stupid to go on one. It's never stopped the clan ring from making dumb decisions. Larian says emissary to Uroks people? You don't send an emissary to the Uroks. Overlord Dark Wolf says, let's try to lessen our feuds. Cloak says trade apples, horses for cows. We currently have 48 horses. Overlord Darkwolf says, try to make amends to the Haran. By the way, the Haran have actually not done anything against us. They're so far away. We've never had any interactivity with them at all. Despite the fact that we're feuding with them. The clan, according to the clan ring itself, cannot support more trading partners at this time. That doesn't mean that the clan ring can't be wrong, but it's just a recommendation for the members of the clan ring that you need to upgrade the Asari shrine. Or at least have a worship of Asaris at the damn clan ring. The clan ring could choose to try to build alliances, apparently, you know, gifting to the apple, to try to make them happy enough to be an ally, which the Conthethos used to be. You could do that. Traveling isn't inherently bad in Storm. Storm is a mercurial season. You can travel. It's more likely to succeed than it is in Dark season. Alright, looks like we're going with 1B. We're sending an emissary to the Apple Clan again. We're going to be giving gifts to them, apparently. Well, what are we giving them? Larian says some goods and that's it. Cloak says 5 horses and 15 goods. Sky Carson says 30 food and 10 goods. Being crazy enough to trade away food now. Well, the customary amount for a gift can be whatever you want, right? A bad harvest could be possible. Anything could be possible. Alright. Arkilla, who married Baran Wolf, has left him. Just as all of his other wives did, She confessed that she could not wake up in the morning next to a face so terribly ugly. The people are all very sad that Baron Wolf's heart has once more been broken. Arkilla, by the way, was actually, given, excess of goods. She'd been divorced multiple times, and she wasn't exactly that pretty either. And she still left his ass. Which means, sure than shit, it's not going to be that long into the future before he pops his ass back up. Yeah, that was his second wife. The apples extravagantly praised our gifts. They toasted me in their feasting hall, drinking far into the night and singing many rousing songs with me. As near as I could tell, they hold us in high esteem. Yay! 31 babies were born. We initiated 20 children as adults. The clan has 71 more people, 5 more head of cattle, 49 fewer horses, and 31 fewer sheep. We produce more food than what we ate, but much food also spoiled. We produced 115 cows worth of goods, and our market made a profit of 11 cows worth of goods. For the God Talkers did say that we would have some luck. Now, I'm going to go ahead and break the stream right here for a few minutes. I'm going to go get something else to drink. This is a nice, convenient, vehicle here of, just one entire year. And when I get back, we will progress to the next year, after we see what awaits us in sacred time. Yay!